we live in today is an amazing place. You have the opportunity to be anything you want to be. A teacher, an athlete, a doctor, a lawyer, a politician, even a space traveler. But in a world where you have the opportunity to be anything you want to be, why is it that so few people choose to be kind? As a child, I was bullied. I was homeschooled until 4th grade, and when I started public school, I was weird. I wore long skirts to school every day. I talked about how much I loved Jesus. I was overly smart, better than most of the boys at sports, and I had limited social skills. But what I remember more than the negative things people said to me or about me are the few people who encouraged me to be myself and were kind to me every single day. As a mother, I see firsthand how a few interactions with strangers who are kind can positively impact them and their desire to learn and to socialize. I believe that if everybody listening to this speech went about their lives and tried to be nice to one person every single day, either through their actions or through their words, they would be amazed by how much they can impact the world and their own lives. So today I'd like to talk to you about why kindness is fading from our society, simple ways to be more kind every day, and how your kindness can impact those around you and yourself. So I'd like you to think about the last time you were kind to a stranger. Now I'd like you to think about why you have to try to remember the last time you were kind to a stranger. Why is it that you are not kind to somebody every single day? So the main reason that kindness is fading from our society is that our lives are simply too busy. As a mother of 2 toddlers, I am never on time for anything. It doesn't matter what time we start getting ready to get out the door, we never leave the house on time. And it's in these moments when we are rushing out of the house and my daughter decides she needs to put her shoes on, or my son tells me he has to go potty as I'm loading him into the car, even though we just tried before we left the house, I find myself losing my patience and getting frustrated, and I express those things to him through my words and my actions. I tell him things like, "We don't have time for that, we're late, let's get a move on it." These are times when I forget what really matters, I forget to slow down and to be kind. Another reason kindness is fading from our society is that it is no longer a priority. We've all heard the phrase before, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And unfortunately, this is what our society is becoming. People are too concerned with their social status, their upcoming promotion, that they forget how much kindness matters to others. They are too quick to put other people down if it means that they can possibly get ahead in some way in their lives. So now that you know why kindness is fading from our society, let's talk a little bit about how you can be more kind every single day. And it isn't hard. There are simple ways to be kind through your actions or through your words. Small acts of kindness let somebody know that you are thinking of them and that they matter. It makes them smile and it makes them want to pay it forward and be kinder to other people in return. Some simple examples include holding the door for somebody, chasing somebody down after you've seen them drop their pen on the ground. These are all simple ways to be kind that can really impact others and make a big difference in other people's lives. Another way that you can be kind that is extremely simple is through your words. Words are free, but they can give or take away so much from another person. At the beginning of the summer, I started a boot camp at my local gym, and we used to meet every single Saturday morning at 10 a.m., and it was a group of about 8 to 10 people. Now, these exercises that we were doing together made me feel really inadequate because they were extremely intense, and it could be really awkward when you're doing it with a whole bunch of strangers who you feel are judging you constantly. But instead of wallowing in my own self-pity, if you will, I decided to start to encourage other people, to motivate them, to tell them, "Good job, you can do it, keep going, we're almost finished." And by the end of the summer, all of us were extremely close together, and the whole entire group of people was constantly cheering each other on and pushing each other to be better. One of my favorite ways to seek revenge on other people, although that sounds extremely unkind, is to kill them with kindness. I waitressed for many years, and one of the hardest parts of that job was the way that other people looked at me. I used to deal with wealthy, entitled people who would come into my job, who would put me down, make me feel like I wasn't good enough because I chose to wait tables instead of trying to do something better with my life. So what I would do is just simply kill them with kindness. Be so kind to them that they had no other option but to be kind back to me, even if in the end they still didn't tip me well. It is not inconvenient to be kind to others, and it can make a huge difference in other people's lives and make you feel better about yourself and be happy with the person that you are. But how does it affect others? Well, first of all, being kind is extremely contagious. I was getting an oil change a couple weeks ago at the local dealership, and I was sitting in the waiting area waiting for my car to be done. And I was looking around the room and I noticed this girl sitting across the room from me, and she was staring at me. And she had this evil, mean look on her face. I tried to ignore it for a while, but after a while I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I looked at her and I just said, "I really like your hair." And her facial expression instantly changed to a smile, and she said, "I was just thinking that I love your outfit." It was such a simple interaction between the two of us, and my simple words of kindness towards her put a smile on her face, and it led to an awesome conversation with a stranger who I otherwise wouldn't have met. And I didn't sit there wondering the entire time why she was staring at me. You spread a vibe of good cheer to other people, and smiles create smiles. It's as simple as that. Kindness is contagious. Another way that kindness influences other people is that it creates a sense of unity. It makes us feel like we belong, like people notice us, and that people care about us. Kindness is the simplest way to have a positive impact on the world. Even though it seems to be fading from society, there are simple ways to be kind to other people every single day, and that will have a big impact on other people and yourself. I challenge you to go about your lives and to say one nice thing to somebody or perform one act of kindness throughout your day, whether to a stranger, to your spouse, to your angry neighbor, and you will be amazed by how you can spread smile and bring joy to other people's lives. And remember, in a world where you can choose to be anything you want to be, choose every day to be kind. Thank you.